So good evening to everyone. Welcome to our newest live stream. Today we have elections where in the state of Colorado. Very important elections here for governor primaries, also senatorial primaries, attorney general, secretary of state, and very competitive house primaries. So a lot of races here. This is very important, guys. Don't forget to tune in there, subscribe to the channel, leave a like. It's so important right now. And the polls are closing in the next, 3 minutes, so barely there. Almost there, and as you can see here, the Democratic side for Senate, we have John Hincklooper, the incumbent U.S. Senator for the Democrats there, of course, favored to win. We have a challenge from Zoe Gonzalez, a progressive there, and we'll see how much she can get. That's really the question here. We don't expect her to win, but we do expect this thing to be very interesting there. Zoe Gonzalez, the progressive there, and John Hincklooper, the more moderate, more establishment guy over there. Then you move to the Republican Senate, of course, uncontested, and Mark Basley is uncontested there. Then you move to the House there. I just want to show you very important stuff there. The first one, look at this. This is very important there. It is one of the most interesting races here. Diana Jatt and the incumbent, also progressive Democratic representative there from Colorado first. Then you also have Malat Quiros, the progressive challenger here, more to the left, even more to the left candidate there. Then you also have here in the 8th, a very interesting Shannon Bird. This is next to Boulder, in Colorado, and the college town out there is just right here. So very interesting race there as well. In the Democratic side, governor side, we have here another one, very interesting Republican side, also very heated contested primary. Attorney General, I don't really know the race, to be honest. Attorney in the Secretary of State, same thing, but it'll be interesting races to cover now. Polls will close in 1 minute and 45 seconds. Now we have what? We have 5 people there. Tired of, let me read your comment there. Tired of lukewarm corporate Democrats? Let's see what will happen tonight, because it will be important. I mean, very important races here, so we'll keep tracking all of them. It will be fantastic, I suspect. Every election is fantastic, I would say. It's already 2 a.m. here in Portugal, so you know, for me, it is, sometimes it's really hard to be here, and today is not one of my best days for me, I can tell you that as well. But I promised that I would be here, and this is the last live stream of June. For me, it's already July, but it doesn't matter. And it's also if you know, it's also the last live stream before a break. We'll do, because we're going to do a break in the channel. We're going to do a break in the channel for the next 2 weeks, I'm sorry. And that's the way it is, guys, because we won't have any new primers coming in. We won't have any new things coming in the United States. Also, internationally speaking, we don't have any new election. Only starting in July the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken, we'll have elections in Arizona, primaries there, also next to Colorado. I mean, very important races there, certainly. So as you can see here, I'm also very looking forward, even though we don't have elections there. The 4th district, Lauren Boebert, nobody likes her. I mean, I'm sorry, but she's not very popular there. But yeah, she probably will win re-election, not by a very significant margin, I can tell you that as well. And also uncontested, so we won't see any primary challenger there, even though it could be interesting. It could have been interesting if we actually had that thing there happening now. So 5 seconds there, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now polls have closed in the state of Colorado, and we're back for more. Yeah, guys, don't forget to leave a like in the live stream, subscribe to the channel there. It is so important. We have 689. Let's go to 690. Let's go to 700 tonight. I think that's certainly possible. I mean, it is very, very important that you subscribe to the channel there. And now polls have closed. Remember, Colorado uses the same system as California mostly. They have a lot of mail-in vote. That's why good afternoon, night. Yeah, for me, it's good night. For you, it's good afternoon, depending on where you are. I mean, if you are in Colorado, it's 7 p.m. But if you are in New York, it's already 9 p.m. So, and if you are in California, it's like, what, 6 p.m.? Probably. And for me, it's 2 a.m. So a big difference. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll still be here until we have everything counted. Not everything counted, because you know, Colorado uses the same system as California. So it will take a while until we get the full count. So probably tonight we'll have like 70% of the vote or something like that. In 2024, I can show you exactly what I mean. Look at this. Let's go to 2024. And look at this, 2024, not New York. I'm not talking about New York tonight. It was last Tuesday. Let's go here to Colorado. I just want to show you something. First, Kamala won this by 11 points. As you can see here, look at this. we got share of the expected turnout reported. So we got 76% during election night, basically until 11 p.m. So in the next 2 hours, I think we'll get everything basically from Colorado. I'm in California, but just got home. Let me just read your comment there. I don't know why my phone doesn't show everything. From government of Colorado, didn't even realize an election was coming up. It is. I mean, nobody speaks about this election, but it can be important. I mean, it can be indicative of the strength of the progressive wing of the Democratic Party. Have a lot of challengers here. A governor, in governor's side here, an incumbent senator being challenged by Dilly Gonzalez. I have her in the thumbnail of my video, so I mean, certainly an interesting race there. Still be one of the best races to watch here. And also, very important thing, as in California, in Colorado, the later votes, the later mail-in votes, they will go to the left, at least in more dramatic waves. I mean, not in a so disproportionate way like it was in California, because there's not a lot of them. It's only like 25% of the total, as you can see here, but it will be something there as well. And this is the official website, as you can see here. I'll just read the comment just in a minute. Wait, okay, I'm just checking if we actually have something new. We don't. We're expecting 1.3 million votes tonight, so a lot of turnout there. Let me just read your comment now. Because of the recent SCOTUS ruling, Elon Musk can just pour millions of dollars into GOP candidates without limit to buy them on the election they want. Probably can also mention that Soros has been doing that in the Democratic side. So there's guys for both sides, guys. That's, I mean, it's really disgraceful in my opinion that is possible. But I mean, we need to compete with what we have, literally. And I mean, money into politics, that isn't fair, I would say. But yeah, I'm no one, literally, to say my opinion. I'm literally no one, so my opinion doesn't matter. I would say, not a fan of Chicken Cooper. You can go here. Okay, now is the senatorial. Okay, here. It's not Chick, I mean, it's Chicken Cooper. But yeah, I mean, you want to joke with his name, it's the way it is. We only have 5 people there watching. Thank you so much for all the support. Yeah, I'm not really expecting too much out of this. But yeah, if we can reach 690, that will be great. I think 700, it's not possible tonight. But we'll be here watching everything now. Yeah, we have 6 people now, the new record there for the live stream. Let's go to 20. I think we can do that as soon as we're basically here waiting for results. So yeah, there's nothing I can do. However, I can show you something. Let me just come here. I got some tweets because of the turnout we got. Maybe I can go here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe I'll show you how turnout has been in the state right now. Let me just go here to my phone because I have here the link from the Secretary of State. I mean, they have a report usually every 2 hours. They have a report there. Let me just come get it. Okay, I have it here. Let me just share with myself in WhatsApp. And okay, now I have it here. So let me just now copy the link and show you. So this is exactly what I wanted to talk about right now. So we have turnout in Denver County. That's the most of the, basically the Colorado 1st District is in Denver County, Denver City. Denver County and Denver City is the same thing. So you can see here, 140,000 ballots are returned. That's a 34.4% return rate. This is uploaded 1 hour ago. So because polls are closing at 7 p.m., this is as of 6 p.m. Colorado. I mean, this is the ballot return method. Have 24-hour box. Also have a in-person. You have a little bit of in-person right now. Democratic voters, 76,000. A lot of unaffiliated voters, and Republican voters are 10,000. You can also see by date and by precinct. The precincts in the center of the city, usually they have more turnout right now. They are actually, some of them are approaching 50%. This can be indicative of a strong support for the progressives, because usually the progressives are much better in the center of the city, and when it goes to the suburbs, it becomes more moderate, becomes less aligning with them. But right now, yeah, we just got votes. Look at this. We just got votes. Now we got Denver. What's happening here? Oh God, oh God, oh God, this is happening. Look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. This is so competitive. I'm sorry. This is so votes in for the Senate. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just here getting myself fun, a bit of fun here. But yeah, look at this. 12% of the vote in. This is just 1 million votes, and that's what? That's 100,000 votes. So we were expecting still 40,000. As you can see here, it's already 67%. I mean, probably a little bit more than the 140,000, maybe 150, because there's still mail-in votes to arrive. But this is a very competitive election. Look at this. 50.4 to 49.6 in the Republican governor primary. Not a lot competitive right now. Barbara Kirkmeyer right now, getting here in Denver 53%. Yes, she's probably the more establishment person here because she's getting the highest percentage here. In El Paso County, this will be strong for Hickenlooper, but in Denver, it's basically a break even right now. We expect in Boulder to be very great for Jelly Gonzalez. At least that's my expectation. I mean, no guarantee. How did they come in so fast? Million pre-counted? Yeah, it's mail-in, and they're already counted, so it is the way it is. The votes already counted, most of them, because they're million votes. It's like in California, but I mean, you know the stuff. They already have the votes counted, so it's very easy to release them. And yeah, let's just go here again. Now I just got this guy. Look at this. In the rural parts of the state of Colorado, Hickenlooper will get a huge percentage, 70, but it's very small, only like 30 votes. Jackson County going there. Also, Victor Marks winning here, 46% of the vote in Jackson. So my thesis that Barbara Kirkmeyer is the more establishment person here seems to be correct. Also, Phil Weiser getting 65% here so far. And as you can see here as well, let's go to the Attorney General races. This is very competitive as well. I mean, Denver, look at this, 10 points. And in the Republican primary, only 2%. So as you can see here, this is really what I mean. Look at this. 15% of the vote on the Democratic side, only 2% on the Republican side. Why? Because most Republicans vote in person, and that's why the Democratic percentage is much more reported already. Then you go to the House. I just want to compare here what's happening in the first district. Look at this. Kuros is winning by 1. This is great. This is really great if you are a progressive that you support the new wing of the Democratic Party that's really challenging the establishment there. This is crazy. Also have a bit of error though. You have a bit of error though. I mean, you do have at least it says here, but I'm not so sure if that is significant. I don't think it is. So 65% of the vote in the first district, and we expect the later ballots to come better for Kirov, or Kairos. I'm not saying if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm sorry for that, guys. Don't forget to leave a like in the live stream and send me a super chat if you want. That will be very helpful. Jefferson County is going to be the early bellwether. Yeah, I need to check where Jefferson County is. I'm not an expert in Colorado. I can tell you that as well. And maybe you can tell me where Jefferson County is or where I can find it. El Paso is here. Okay, Jefferson County is here. Yeah, I didn't know this one, to be honest. I know Aratho or Arapatho or how you pronounce this guy here. This is one of the one of the best suburban counties in Colorado to actually check how the suburban vote is. I also have Adams here. Yeah, that's still another then next to Denver, another suburban county next to Denver. That's very important. Yeah, you're correct there. Look at this now. Blanco County, Victor Marks is getting 48%. So it seems like, again, my thesis that Barbara Kirkmeyer is the more establishment seems to be correct. And here now, the lead is 5. Again, you should expect something. Now, Hickenlooper will build up the lead. That's expected. That's nothing out of the unexpected. And then the later ballots will be better for Jolie Gonzalez. And the remaining votes in Denver County should be better for her. So that's why, I mean, I think she will flip Denver County. I'm not so sure if she will win the state. That's very unlikely right now. I'm not saying it is not impossible, but it's not the most likely. I'm sorry, let me try. Arapaho, something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm sorry. It's already 2 a.m. for me. I'm not in the best condition, I can tell you that as well. Yeah, some counties, they have a very difficult pronunciation. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't matter. Now we have 7 people there. Thank you so much. Now let's just go here. Now 52.8, 47.2, so the market continues to go up more. Look at this Cheyenne County there. 81.19. This is very small. Look at this. It's 26-6. It's very small. The Republican side are actually getting a lot of votes there. And let's go here to the, okay, look at this. We have already one county that's finished. Not finished, but its election night vote is complete. So when we have everything from election night, I will finish the live stream, maybe. That will be my point here. So let's go here to the turnout. How turnout is 56%, that's huge. 56% is huge. Okay, turnout is down. Usual. Seems like the turnout is down in Denver. We also got Broomfield. Let's go to Broomfield there. So Broomfield is also very competitive. Yeah, we did 12. That's not so bad. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong race. So we did 10. That's not so bad. But still, it could have been better. It could have been better there. Broomfield got also very high income. Now we have 690. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a like down below. That's so important. Now we have 9 people there. Yeah, I'm not gonna pronounce that county again. I'm sorry, guys, but I'll not risk the pronunciation again. I'm not really the best guy to. I mean, it's already 2 a.m. for me, so I'm not really in the best condition to try to pronounce that again. And I'm sorry. I will just say that a county inside the Denver suburbs. I'll pronounce Adams County. That it's the county south of Adams. I'm sorry, guys. Now we have the margin is up to 10. So, okay, they have been building a lead. We're still waiting here for El Paso County. This is Colorado Springs. I mean, you probably were thinking this is a Republican, this is a Democratic county. It's not. This is a Republican county. It voted for Trump by I think 10 points in that ballpark. Let's go here again to check. Yeah, by 10 points. Yeah, I guessed that one correctly. So, I mean, this is a very huge county. Considered one of the largest. Actually, it's the largest in the state. It's actually bigger than Denver City. Um, yeah, I mean, it can be easy, but I'm not in the mood, guys. I mean, so I don't want to reset. I will try tomorrow, but not today. I mean, it's already very late for me. And yeah, maybe when we get the votes there, maybe I'll try again, but I'm not trying right now. Yeah, sorry. And right now here, look at this. Barbara Kirkmeyer right now below 50%. That's also important. I mean, I think that Victor Marks can actually win this. I mean, if he's doing better in the election day, which should be the case here. Yeah, I know that Aurora is the main city there. I know that. Maybe I don't know how to pronounce the county, but I know that that's the main city. And what I'm seeing here is that maybe Victor Marx can actually win this thing because I'm seeing that Barbara Kirkmeyer is doing much better than the million votes so far. Yeah, we don't have election day to be honest, but I'm just saying that in the more rural counties, Victor Marx actually winning a huge percentage. Look at this: 46, 48, 45, 53, 40, and here 53. So we're still waiting for El Paso County. I think that will be great for Victor Marx and also a very huge county for the Republicans there in Colorado. I mean, in every race, they run up the margins there. The Democrats can potentially flip that in the midterms. I'm not even ruling that out because it's only 10 points. We can see a shift of more than 10 points for the Democrats when it comes for the midterms. So right now, yeah, we don't have any projection right now. Yeah, there's nothing we can do right now. Look at this. Right now, the lead is 11 points, 11.2. And here in the Attorney General, still very competitive. I don't know the candidates. Maybe you can tell me more about the candidates, but I don't really know about them. I don't know nothing about them there. Republican primary also seems like that. I mean, it's 60-40. I think that Michael Allen already won that. Amanda Gonzalez seems that already won as well, even though Cheyenne, but it's very small county, is going for Jesse Danislon. But let's go here again. We just got more votes now. The lead increased again. Look at this. We got Pueblo County, city of Pueblo. Okay, makes sense. 20,000 votes there. And 6139 also got. Oh, look at this. It went for Victor Marx. As I mentioned before, seems he's doing much better in all of the rural communities here in Colorado. I mean, Pueblo is a city, but it's much more conservative out there. Look at this. The lead right now is cut to. Should we have? Let me just go here. Let me just read your comment there. Should we have stricter standards in practice on who can identify as socialist? It blurs the line sometimes between branding and real ideology in America. I mean, people are calling Jolie Gonzalez a socialist, or because I mean, John Hickenlooper is already a more not a progressive, but it's not a. I mean, it's not a right wing guy, and of course, Jolie Gonzalez is a person from the left, so that's why. I mean, I don't know to be honest, how you classify those people there. But yeah, I didn't mention she's socialist. I just mentioned that she's more aligned with the Democratic Socialists of America. That's why maybe some people characterize herself as socialist. I don't really know to be honest. Now we have 10 people there. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. It's fantastic. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. It's very important that you do. It's very important that you do subscribe to the channel. We have 690. Let's go again. Let's go again, guys. And here the margin seems to be reducing now. The margin is only 7,000 votes. Here the margin is already 12.6 points there. So you should expect the margin to actually to grow up even more. And I'm not sure if this is enough, to be honest, for Jolie Gonzalez, because she will do better in the remaining votes. That is true, and especially the votes from Denver. But I'm not so sure if that's correct. I'm just here trying to understand, because I have here some key info that I took through the day in regards to this election. Let's just go here. Wait a minute. Yeah, maybe I can go here to what I have saved. So right now, okay, to be winning both Denver and Boulder by at least a few points. Right now, she's not winning Boulder because we don't have votes there, but she's not winning Denver. That's the first warning sign. I said it multiple times before. This is not bad, but this is not great either. I would say that it should be better. I mean, for Jolie Gonzalez, she should be winning this. Of course, she will win the county, at least that's my expectation. But though she'll do poor in the election day, which is very, very small for the Democrats, but she will do much better in the mail-in votes, the later mail-in votes there. But, I mean, and to be losing that county, I will not pronounce the name, the county just south of Adams, Jefferson by no more than 10. Yeah, right now we don't have any of the counties around. This is why I cannot tell you much about Colorado right now, because we don't have any county around Denver. That's suburbs of Denver. That's a very huge populated area in Colorado. That's very crucial for the Democrats for any win. As you can see here, Kamala won every county around Denver by substantial margin. That's why Colorado now was a Republican state, then it was a purple state, now it's a Democratic state. As you can see here, Kamala did terribly across the board, and actually she won Colorado by 11. Guys, we have 10 people there watching. It's fantastic. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like down below. It's so important. Let me just read your comment there. Go cars. That is, liberalism and leftism are as different as liberalism and conservatives. That is true. But I'm not here saying people are just saying that she's socialist. I mean, we have Palestine mapping there, commanding we all love cars. I mean, it's cars. Yeah, it's cars, not Kira. Cars. Yeah, I think it's cars. And I'm sorry again if I'm mispronouncing it. And yeah, let's go because we're getting the votes there. Now look at the margin just become even larger. Now it's 13 points there, and we're still missing El Paso, we're still missing Jefferson, we're still missing Adams and the county south of Adams. And yeah, we're still also missing Boulder, which is very important. So like 5 counties that I'm still waiting for them. Of course, in like Rio Blanco County, I mean, John Hinckley will get here some votes, but it's very, very, very small. I mean, only 150 votes there. What's happening in the rest of the races? Look at this. Pueblo also looks like that Jenna Griswold will get the lead here. I've actually met Victor Marks, spoke at my church once, had no idea he had political aspiration in Colorado. I mean, he's probably gonna win. It's my expectation as well. Right now the margin is 5, but I mean, considering the remaining of the votes are in better areas for Victor Marks, like in El Paso and all of the rural counties, I think he will probably win this. It will be close though. I mean, it will be close here, it will be close there, it will be close in many races right now. Look at this, we just got more votes now. We got what? We got Jefferson County. Look at this, it's very important. And Hinckley is winning by 14. Not the best thing. I'm already close to project this for John Hinckley. Let's go here to Colorado first. Yeah, we're still at the same point. Look at this. Just for you guys that are there following this race, we're still at the same point. We're still waiting for 50,000 votes. Yeah, I mean, if you do the math, it's simple. We're getting close to 100. Yeah, this was an update for 1 hour ago, and probably we're going to get 150,000. So yeah, still nothing from the election day. As you can see here, in terms of the we already have 1 county that are completely reported that basically doesn't have mail-in votes. That's interesting. We can check where the county is in terms of the counties report. Look at this. That's the county here. Morgan County is already finished. It's already finished. They don't have any new mail-in vote there to report, and it's already finished. But the completely reported county for election night. I mean, when everything here is in purple, I will just stop the live stream because there's nothing we can do today. And probably this election will not be decided today. That was my expectation. But right now, yeah, I'm not really thinking of that happening. Look at it. It's just got Jefferson here as well. Victor Marks getting 35%. The margin should narrow, though, because of the election day vote. And right now, the margin just narrowed even more. Now it's less than, it was what, 5 points? Now it's 4 points at most. Let me just go here and check your comments. Still better than the alternative, but at this low bar. I mean, we'll see. We'll have more. We still have a lot of votes to report, and the election day votes to come in many places there. Let's go here again. Yeah, still nothing new. Here's well on the governor side, as you can see here. So, I mean, as you can see here, the Phil Visor seems like that he will win this race, and he's doing great across the Denver suburbs. Jefferson by 10, Denver by 30. So, yeah, I mean, still waiting for El Paso County, though. I mean, when we get El Paso County, maybe we'll get a definition here in the Republican primary for governor. Maybe. It's not over. It's not over, but it is almost over here in the Republican governor. I'm very close to make a projection for Victor Marx because, the Republican mail-in votes that we'll get after election day, it will be a very small number of votes because the Republicans usually don't vote by mail, so it's not very significant. I'm just here trying to do something. Yeah, guys, don't forget subscribe. We're still at 690. We have like 11 people there watching. We just need 10 new subscribers to reach 700. So let's go, guys. It's very important. Don't forget to leave a like in the live stream. We have 5 likes. Let's go to 10. It's certainly possible. So yeah, don't forget to leave a like there. And political movements don't always match with their historical names. Corporatists often call themselves liberals while advocating for non-liberal stuff all the time. MAGA still call themselves conservatives, and they are definitely not traditional conservatives in any respect. I mean, of course, ideology changes. I mean, the names are not the same names that were like 10 years ago or 20 years ago or 100 years ago. They're not the same. And I mean, if you go, for example, to Margaret Thatcher, and I know probably most of you don't like her, but she's of course a conservative, but she's nothing like MAGA, at least in the social values. I mean, MAGA now with all the tariffs and all that stuff. I mean, Thatcher hated tariffs and advocated for free markets. You can see here the differences, and I mean that's just one of the differences economically speaking, but it is a difference. Now we just got more votes. Look at this. Yeah, guys, I don't think this will be enough for Jilly Gonzalez. I know most of you in the chat are supporting her, but I don't think it will be enough. Because, I mean, we're still waiting for 2 big pieces. Will be Adams and, yeah, the other county. And also El Paso County that will benefit John Hincklooper, so... yeah, I'm not really sure if that will be enough. I don't think it will be. Even though we're still missing a lot of votes, we're still missing how much? 478,000. So right now, she needs to win what? She needs to win in the ballpark of 55% of the remaining of the votes. But that's with 42% of the vote in. And maybe we'll get like up to 50 or 60% tonight. So we're mostly in for tonight, and we're already 23 minutes here, and we're mostly in for tonight. So, Colorado is really fast counting. I mean, the votes are already counted, so... it's not really that hard. So right now here, look at this. The Republicans are now at 37%. Looks like turnout is not so bad. What's happening in turnout right now? So it's 340 to 204. So that's what? That's the okay, something like this. So the Democrats are getting 62% of the turnout right now, even though they have a higher percentage in. So it means that most of the votes left are still going to come for the Republicans. As you can see here, Kamala got 54, so it means 16 points better for Democrats, but that is not the truth, the whole story here. Still waiting for more to come, especially in El Paso County. That will be great for the Republicans. And many of the counties here around the suburbs. Look at this now, 57.8. We just got Arapahoe County. I'm not sure if I pronounced it, but that doesn't matter. This is over. I mean, Jilly Gonzalez not in the best spot ever. I mean, we're now at 65% of voting. I still think we have the election vote to report. Maybe they'll go to like 75% of voting, and that's not great. I mean, I'm sorry, guys, for you that support her, but it takes 2 weeks to get complete. I'm not so sure. I don't think it will. Now I have 7 likes, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a like there in the live stream. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have 12 likes, and 12 people watching. We must have 12 likes, and also you must subscribe because we're having much more new content over the next weeks. I mean, starting from July 23rd, of course, because until then we don't have any new election. Now we have 13 people there. Thank you so much. Colorado is a blue state, fraud. Like, that's not true. I mean, that's not true. Stop with that BS. That is not true at all. I mean, if you are complaining with the mail-in votes being so democratic, I mean, please ask Republicans to vote by mail, so you make the voting by mail more Republican. But there's no excuse. Republicans don't like to vote by mail, so it's normal that those batches come in very democratic. I mean, that's the way it is. And here you can see, okay, John Hincklooper right now getting 58. Yeah, I think it's over. I think I cannot project it because we don't have the mail-in votes, the batches to actually compare. But right now it's very hard. I mean, okay, we're still expecting 419, and right now the margin is what? It's 60,000. It's close to 60,000, yeah. So 419 divided by 2, so that's 250. So she needs to get what? 60%? Yeah, she needs to get 58%, but that's impossible. I mean, it's close to impossible. I'm not saying it. But why do you think is that? I mean, the Republicans don't like to vote by mail, so why you think that? That's literally not true. I mean, the Republicans don't like to vote by mail. It's normal that the voting by mail is much more democratic. I mean, probably it won't influence the result here. I don't think Jolly Gonzalez can get the votes she needs in the mail-in votes, to be honest. But let me just try here to check. I was expecting this result. I mean, it was the normal. I mean, some people said that it was possible for her to win, for Jolly Gonzalez to win, but ultimately it seems to be hard. I mean, it is really hard. Look at that. It is really hard, and yeah, this seems like we just got the mail-in votes. Yeah, these are all the mail-in votes. So we're still waiting for election day vote to come in from Denver, for example. We're still at okay. Now we just got a small percentage of the early vote. Look at this. Now Vienna was up 0.1, but I think okay. What the hell is this? Why is a county? I mean, probably guys from Colorado out there, you can explain me. Why is a county inside another city? This is the city of Denver, but also the county of Denver. Why is Arapahoe County inside the city of Denver? Look at that. And Deanna Jad is winning that. This is really not normal. I mean, usually county's not inside another county, and we have parts of it here and also have parts here because it's the rest of the county. I mean, it's really something. And where is the Jefferson part of this? Jefferson is here, so where is that part? Maybe it's right there. I'm not sure. Really crazy. And now, yeah, let's go here again. Now, 51% of the vote in. The margin now is at 16. We're still waiting for Adams County and Boulder County. Boulder County will be great. Good old American. But this is a county. I mean, you cannot do gerrymandering inside a county. It doesn't make any sense. You don't have any victory in doing that. You don't win anything by gerrymandering a county. There's a reason why. Yeah, but that is not for counties. That's for districts. I mean, this is crazy. Maybe they expand in Denver and then the county just stay there. This is Colorado. Oh, I'm waiting for a minute. This is Colorado. That is why. Oh god. I don't know. I don't know. That is weird. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna say it again. We're still at 690. Let's go, guys. Let's go. It's very important that you do subscribe there. Let's go here again. Still 51% of the vote there. 44 on the Republican side. So my thesis is really correct. Barbara Kirkmeyer is doing much better in the suburban parts of Denver. Look at that. It is really something. Jefferson County going by 12, going by 26 in, I'm sorry, 26. I'm drunk. I'm really drunk right now. 16 in Arapahoe County and Adams County is waiting, and maybe it will be a big dump for her as well. She's waiting for El Paso County though. Let's go here again to the official website of Secretary of State in Colorado. Look at that. We have now 2 counties that were reported for election night. We're still missing a lot of them here. Look at that. And all of the counties here, like Denver and all of that stuff, we're still waiting for the election day vote to come in. Turnout, look at that. Turnout is huge. I mean, 47% there, 31, 43. Turnout is not so bad, considering this is a primary. And maybe in the general election we'll get more. We just opened this in another tab. Maybe it'll be better right now. Okay, so look at that. So I mean, there's not a single county for Jolly Gonzalez, but I think she will win Denver in the remaining of the votes. Maybe also Boulder when it comes, but we're just waiting for that to come in right now. If anyone hasn't seen the map, man, videos on gerrymandering, that's one of the best things on the internet. Yeah, I really like to do, I mean, when I have time, I really like to do maps, like exploring the, I can show you, I mean, if you want, of course, if you want to see bad maps, you can tell me, because sometimes I make those when I have some time. Maybe I can show you, or I can't because I don't have here my account. Yeah, sorry, I cannot show you right now, but maybe in the future, or maybe I can, because wait a minute. Maybe I can show you exactly what I mean, if I can find that. Yeah, I'm not really finding it. I'm not really sure. Okay, I found it. So look at this. I built, maybe I will, okay, where is that? Okay, here. So I built this map for Georgia. Just want to show this one from Georgia. Look at that. Look at it. What do you think of that? Rate that map from 0 to 10, or from 1 to 10. What do you think of this map? Is it beautiful? It gives you a democratic, I think it's a democratic gerrymandering in Georgia. Look at that. It is beautiful. I mean, why why aren't Democratic people in Georgia using this map? This is amazing. This is just one version, but this is amazing, literally. This is beautiful map. And also you have more, but I'm not going to show you more. I have more things to do today, but this is really amazing. I also built right now, just to talk about a Illinois fair map, because Illinois is a democratic gerrymandering. Look at that. This will be. I know if now the file is not found. Why is the file not found? Doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute. And okay, let me just try here right now. Look at that. This would be a fair map for. This will be a fair map for Illinois. I mean, if Illinois had a fair map, it would be like something like that. I mean, it would give, I know, like 7 Republicans and 10 Democrats. It will be something like that. But look at this. In Chicago here, also the suburbs around it, some competitive districts like that one as well, that one. And this one is it's not so competitive. We also have like 4 very rural districts. So this will be a fair map for Colorado. I'm sorry, for Illinois. Look at this, we just got more votes now in Colorado. We're still missing 401,000, and now it's becoming even harder and harder for Joey Gonzalez to win this. Yeah, I don't think it will be possible, to be honest. That's just my opinion there. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna say it again. My mom lives in that damn district that runs from East St. Louis to Springfield. It's the funniest gerrymander ever. Yeah, I mean, that's really crazy. And it's a Democratic, which I can show you. I mean, I have here the 2024 results open, so look at that. Let me just open here the district map. Because I proportionally don't see the gerrymander. Look at that. It's this one you're talking about. Look at that. It's a snake, basically. It's 16 points Democratic because they pick up the Democratic part of St. Louis, the suburbs of St. Louis, of course, Missouri. Then you also become here just to catch up Springfield, the capital of state of Illinois, and also go just to get the votes you need. So, I mean, it's really a shame. And also that one as well. Look at this. They go exactly from, you got Davenport suburbs, you have Rockford there, Peoria, and then you go here. Maybe just another city there. That's why they have that one. I mean, it's crazy. It's a shame, and it's the way it is. I mean, that's gerrymandering in a nutshell. Oh, it goes away further than Springfield. It doesn't realize how far it went. Yeah, it really goes. It really goes. It's really a shame. Guys, yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'm now gonna just show you the subscription. Look at that. 690 over 700, so we're almost there. We just need 310 before the midterms to actually be able to reach 1,000. That's the goal I said before the midterms. I think we can do that. So let's go, guys. It's so important. This is actually an enclave inside Arapahoe County in Denver County. That's we're still expecting there at least 500 votes, so that'll be great for the Diana Jad, even though that will be very close. I mean, I don't think it will net out a lot of votes. Now we just got what? We got El Paso County going by 12. And we also got Adams County, so we got 2 counties at the same point. We're still missing Boulder, 64% of the vote. I think this is over now. We're only expecting 347,000. Maybe I can do the math right now. So 220. Yeah, 220 over. Yeah, she needs to get 63% right now. This is impossible. El Paso County, look at this. I'm going to just show the Republican side right now. Look at that. He went for Victor Marks. Now the latest cut to 2.3. So, yeah, really, one race is Lauren Boomerdine. He's in Colorado 4th, but we don't have, she doesn't have an opponent. Look at that. In and contested. I don't know why she doesn't have an opponent, because that would be great to actually challenge. I mean, she's very unpopular. I don't know why more people are not challenging her, but yeah, I mean, it's the way it is. The 8th, that's also competitive, 90% already to vote there. 3rd, that's 12 points, also competitive, we can argue, to some degree. But this, I mean, Victor Marks probably on track to win this. I mean, certainly. This is very competitive, only 9,000 votes, but we're still expecting we also got Boulder County, look at that. Okay, look at that. Not the best, not the best. Because this should be below 10, it's not below 10, it's at 14. And this is at 70%. Now it's what? It's 90,000 votes. Let me just do the math very quickly right now. Let's go here to what? Okay, 240 estimated. And she needs to get 100,000 votes or 80,000 votes. So 80,000 votes and 240. So 240 and 80,000 votes. It's really crazy. I mean, it's almost impossible, I would say. So she needs to get 67% of the remaining votes. It is almost impossible. He won. Yeah, I think he won. I'm not projecting it because they're still waiting for at least the rest of the election night to report, but I think we'll have the votes to project it tonight. Some people said, "Ooh, maybe that's not possible to do because there's a lot of mail-in votes to actually be reported." But I mean, 71% of the voting. We're still expecting 242,000. It's not very hard to make a projection here. Maybe when we get the rest in Denver, we'll be done. It will be a done deal there. And yeah, I cannot project it because I want to be more conservative. But I think what's happening? Yeah, I mean, here in the 8th, what's happening here in the 8th? I'm just going to show you what's happening in the 8th. Yeah, I mean, many Rotinel will win that. That's not very competitive. And 6134, 90% of voting. I don't know why the New York Times takes so long to project. I mean, because this is already over in the 8th. In this one, I cannot project. This is very close, the first one. I cannot project there. 5th there, 26. I can also project for Jessica Killen. And in the third, 10 points. It's very compelling. Let's go to the third because that seems interesting. Look at that. What's happening there? Okay, look at this. This is the Republican side, nothing important, but still a 32% vote for a challenger in a Republican district for a Republican incumbent. That's something. In the Democratic side, so it seems like João Moreira is doing much better in the cities, and in the more rural places, Alex Kaloff is winning. Yeah, this will be interesting to watch. Still expecting a lot of votes there, at least in the ballpark of 20,000. So here to the Senate again. Okay, look at this. John Hickenlooper wins the Democratic primary. People thought this was competitive. This was not competitive. This was a 14 points win. It will narrow. I can tell you that it will narrow significantly as we have the remaining of the votes there, but it will not narrow enough, and that is over. That is over. That is something as well. People sometimes were not expecting this to be not that close. It was not close, and it was a 14 points. It was a 14 points win there. So it was great. I mean, if you are a supporter of the more moderate wing of the Democratic Party, the more establishmentarian wing there, it was a win for them certainly today, and it was a win for John Hickenlooper, the incumbent U.S. senator that will stay in the Democratic Boebert. Yeah, Boebert is running in an uncontested race. Look at this. She already won, of course. Look at this. Not here. Here. Lauren Boebert. Look at that. 4th uncontested. That is easy. That is easy to win elections like that. You don't have an opponent. And right now, we're still expecting here what? We're still expecting, in terms of the counties reported, we already have 5 complete. We're still expecting a lot to come. And as you can see here, the margin right now, it just increased now in the 8th. That's the 8th. No, I'm sorry, the 3rd. And here in the Senate, now the margin is 14.6. Dictator margins. And yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna say it again. It's so important, and we're still at the same point now. We're still at 690, so I don't know what's happening tonight. We're not earning any new subscribers. That's really sad. Yeah, guys, don't forget to share the live stream. It's so important that you do that. And yeah, I mean, it's already over here. What's happening in the Republican government? Because it's going to be very important. I mean, that's the only race right now that is competitive. I'm not talking about the Democratic, even though it's already competitive as well. I'm not talking about Republican because it's so interesting right now. Victor Marx needs election vote to come in his favor, otherwise he is done. And he needs to expand the margins. 5 points in El Paso is not enough. He needs to expand margins. She got a bit of a vote share that Kim Jong-un. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, he needs to get votes, and the election vote to come in his way, and he needs to get more votes in Pueblo. If he can get there, if he can double the margin, that'll be 3,000. But he needs 9,000. That'll be 3,000 as well, so that'll be 6,000 there. There's many votes around Adams, Arab vote, and also Jefferson County, so we're not ruling out that. This is going to be very competitive, so yeah, now we have 6 people watching. Not a lot of enthusiasm there because we already projected the main election for tonight. But yeah, I mean, guys, don't leave the live stream. We still have a long way to go. At least at a Republican governor race, still pending to get projected. So it is important at some point. And if you have any question, yeah, guys, please tell me. I'm gonna be very happy to answer you. Just here trying to do something. And yeah, now 8 people there. 8 likes. Yeah, guys, don't forget to leave a like in the live stream. We're only 2 away from 10, so let's go. It is so important that you actually leave a like there. And now the margin, we just got more votes. I don't know where. We got slightly more votes. Let's do first. We're still waiting for more. In terms of the votes expected to still to be counted, are mostly around Denver, as you would expect. I mean, it's nothing unexpected there. In the third, we're still waiting. And here, this is very interesting. The Republican primary here for governor. This is so competitive right now. A 3 points margin, not even 3 points. It's like actually 2.6. And it is so competitive right now. Look at that. Denver's waiting for... I mean, I don't know what will happen here because, you know, El Paso County is the one that has the highest remaining votes. Okay, now we just got a lot of votes. I don't know where from the votes came in, but the margin went up. Maybe it was from... Yeah, I mean, I don't know where the votes came in. This was much worse. Yeah, I think Barbara Kirkmeyer might have this. I don't know. Because the votes now, they're saying 58% in Arapahoe County and 85 in Jefferson. Yeah, maybe it was from Jefferson we got. Now it's 12 points. And this is not over, but certainly it's not impossible for Victor Marx to win this. But this is, I mean, look at this. Victor Marx, a pastor and Marine veteran who claims that when he was a child, his stepfather forced him to kill a man. It's really scary. I mean, it's creepy. I don't know if this story is true or not, but they have here in the New York Times something about that. And it's not the New York Times, actually. So you have, where is that? Look at this. The headlines. Colorado GOP governor primary pits MAGA candidates against establishment favorite. So of course, yeah, establishment favorite means it'll be Kirkmeyer, and then also have his story is crazy. I mean, it is crazy there, and maybe he's very close to get a win. I'm not so sure if he won't, but because the majority of votes left are the election day votes, I suspect. Let's just go here. We don't have the split, which is very bad. Maybe we have here in decision desk. Let's go here. Wait a minute. Maybe they have here the breakdown. They don't have the breakdown, so we don't have the split. That's what is so sad about that. I mean, I think he will win in the remaining other votes. Look at that. You have more yellow bubbles than you have Democratic, not Democratic, but Barb Kirkmeyer bubbles. So Victor Marx was leading in terms of the polls. Right now, he's at 87% chance for Barb Kirkmeyer to actually win this. In terms of the early voting, 371,000 plus 5,000. We're already at that. So maybe, yeah, most of the mail-in votes already reported. Those gray bubbles are really underpopulated. I mean, they are. It's very small. I mean, it's very small counties. Like most, I couldn't go here to 2024 just to show you. Look at that. The bubbles. I'm sorry, you can see it here. Maybe it's better. Look at that. The Democratic bubbles here around. It's not the population, it's the margin, but it's mostly representative of the same thing because Republicans win big in the rural parts and Democrats win big in the Denver suburbs. So you can see here exactly what I mean. Look at that. We're still missing Larimer, or yeah, actually got it. Fort Collins there. And okay, now we just got more votes here. 78% of the voting. I think we're very close to make a projection for Dwayne Romero there. And now here in the other races. So Colorado Senate now is at 77%. So I mean, it's mostly over. I mean, I already said that this is already over, as you can see here, but it's already projected. But it is really over. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna say it again. It's so important that you subscribe to the channel. I mean, we have 6 people there. Please, guys, subscribe. It's so important that you do that. Most of Colorado's population. Let me just read your comment. I don't know why my phone keeps not showing you the entire comment. Most of Colorado's population runs down the corridor from Boulder to Pueblo. Yeah, that is true. And I mean, Denver suburbs are hugely populated. Maybe we can look at this. The bubbles around Denver. Also, if you include Boulder inside Denver, I mean, of course. Look at this. It's so huge. And if you include like this area, like you said, I mean, you don't even need to include Pueblo. You just need to include El Paso to Fort Collins. If you include this area here, you get like what 80% of the population, maybe more than that. It is huge. And you can go to the shift. Look at this. We got a Democratic shift in Jefferson County, for example. which is really remarkable. I mean, Harris did better in that area that compared to Biden. Okay, now the margin just became even closer. Look at that. It reduces by 3 points, but I'm sorry, by 0.3 percentage points. And El Paso, it's still the same, exactly. And now what's happening there? Okay, I'm sorry, 58, 72, 85, 67. And yeah, we're still waiting for the rural counties to fill in, but most of them already filled in. We're still missing here, for example, some of them, but they're very small. 11 people there watching, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget, subscribe. It's so important that you do that. I'm going to say it again because it's really important. Hello, boys and girls. Hello to you. And thank you for being there. Hello to you. Yeah, don't forget subscribe. I'll say it again. It's so important. I mention this a lot because it's so important and so fundamental to actually have more content in the channel. We need 1,000 subscribers to get monetized on YouTube, you know that. And yeah, if you want me to super chat, you have there he said you have the option. Also, he helps me a lot. It can be $1, $2. It doesn't matter the amount. What matters is the intention. That's really what I say all the time because it's really what matters there. It doesn't matter the amount, to be honest, for me. Of course, I mean, higher the best, but it doesn't really matter. 69% now that the Republican governor primary there. And yeah, that's 10,000 votes. 10,000 votes right now. That's certainly within possibilities. We're still waiting here for Park County, but that's only 4,000 votes. And now we just got more votes there. And look here now, 5 of the 64 counties already done for this election night, and for example, we have Adams already complete, so we don't have more mail-in votes from Adams County. This is not so great. I mean, if you are a supporter of Jolie Gonzalez, this is not great at all, because this means that there's no more votes for her, and the margin was 7 points. Which is not so bad. Again, it's not so bad. I mean, we just got more votes here. I'm sorry. So I'm here. It's not so bad, but still. And they're saying that there's still more here in the New York Times, 80% in, but in the website they're saying that is there a gubernatorial race for Colorado? I want not the corporate Dems out. Supreme Court of Colorado is a joke. Did not gerrymander in the Dems' favor. I mean, we do have a gubernatorial race in Colorado. Look at this. And Phil Weiser is probably going to win the Democratic primary, probably be the next Democratic governor of Colorado there, because Colorado is ultimately a Democratic state. And now we're still expecting about 190,000. So mathematically, it's still possible for Jolie Gonzalez to win, but it's very hard. Like, she needs to get 70% plus of the remaining votes, and it's more than impossible. And but we're still expecting a lot of votes in Denver, because there's at least 50,000 there. Okay, what's happening here? Now the margin went down. 58, 72, 85, 62, so we didn't get more votes here. I don't know where the votes came in, but yeah, still the same. The lead is still 10,000. Yeah, guys, I'm going to continue saying it's so important. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Mathematically possible without taking into account whatever New York Times would do today is. Yeah, I mean, they're correct. I mean, they're correct in the projection. It is impossible, but it's not mathematically impossible. To be mathematically impossible, you basically need to run out of votes. So basically, you need to get, right now the margin is what, 90,000? So you need to get only 90,000 votes left because she won't win 100% of them. But it is impossible in the projection standpoint, but it is not mathematically impossible. But if you are waiting for that, maybe we would have to wait a lot of time. Maybe not tonight, and this is already decided according to New York Times. Also, okay, just got more votes here. Now the lead is a bit bigger. It's 10,100 votes, and it's still the same here. And yeah, I don't know where the votes came in, to be honest. And yeah, I mean, I'm not so sure. We don't have the split. That's really so bad. We have now 14 people watching, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Look at this. This was the more competitive race here. And yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to say it again. It's so important. I have 14 people there, so it is really not that difficult, guys. If you 14 subscribe, we can reach 700 tonight. And that is so crucial. That is so important. Actually, finish June, because for me it's already July, but for you it's June. So to finish June in a great way, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Let's just go. And let's come here again to the first. We're still waiting for votes there in the gubernatorial race. Nothing new in the 3rd congressional district. Now the margin became even smaller, 10 points there. 80% of the voting were the remaining votes. in Pueblo. Yeah, I think this is over. We can now project, and this is first before the New York Times, that João Moreira is gonna win the primary election in the Colorado 3rd Congressional District. Of course, this will be very hard to win the general election. I will show you why. Look at this. I'm sorry, look at that. This is this is not so hard actually. I thought it would be harder. It's a 5-point win for the Republicans there in Colorado 3rd. I mean, a very great year for the Democrats. That's certainly possible. I'm not even joking. Of course, they will flip the 8th, and the 3rd is not impossible, guys. Look at that. This was, a 70,000 to 64,000 in terms of turnout. So turnout is very evenly split. We're not even considering more people voting the general probably will sympathize with the Democrats there. And yeah, 13 people there. Fantastic, guys. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. So important that you do now. Now you do get the new subscriber. Thank you so much. Now I have 691, so that is amazing. Thank you so much. Don't forget, still 9 to go. 9 to go, and I think we can do that with a bit of effort there. Because we're still waiting here. We're still going to be here at least for half an hour to 1 hour. Then I'll have to go to bed because it's already very late for me. You know that for me it's already 2 a.m., 3 a.m. almost. So it's already something big there. But yeah, I'll still be here. I'm here every election night, so you don't even need to. When there's election nights here, I'll be here. So it's the way it is. Here's still nothing there in the okay, now nothing there. That's the only. I don't care about this, to be honest. And here, yeah, it's still the same thing. What's happening here right now? So we have how many of the election night complete? We have 4. So still nothing new there. Turnout is very high. Only Taylor is only getting 3% of the vote. What's happening here in Taylor County? That seems to be odd. I mean, when you compare it to the other counties, they're 18, 24, 24, 30, but here look 44. Turnout in Republican counties is very big. Look at this, 32, 40. When you compare to the Democratic ones, of course, if you go here to Arapahoe County, look at that, 18. Very bad. I don't know why, because sometimes people in the suburbs are the more enthusiastic to vote because they actually deal with the issues and all of that stuff. 77% now. Yeah, we got slightly more votes there. Nothing significant. And in the first one, we're still at the same point. Let's go here to the first one, and I'll just do something here. So and if you have any question, yeah, feel free to ask, and I'll be very happy to answer, as you know. And tomorrow we won't have a video. Usually we have videos on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We won't have video tomorrow just because of the very simple fact that we will have less elections starting from tomorrow until July 23rd. Then August is filled with primaries, you know that. And of course, then comes September, and October is filled with early vote. Maybe daily videos. I'm not even joking with you guys. Maybe daily videos are possible. With updates in the early voting and the turnout, because it's so important. I mean, it's so crucial. These midterms are going to be very important. And when I talk about tomorrow, we won't have video, but we will have on Friday and on Sunday. 2 videos per week, as I said. Next week, Wednesday and Sunday, and then next week, Wednesday and Sunday, and then we started the same schedule as we had before. Because, I mean, the less elections, less things to cover. Of course, we still have the update in the senatorial projection. I still predict a 50-50 Senate. And it'll be very important to actually look at Texas, because I see some guys on Twitter saying Paxton +7. I don't think that's possible. I think Paxton can win. And yeah, I'm still give the advantage to him, but not by 7 points. I think it'll be by 1 or 2. Same margin as Ted Cruz got against Beto O'Rourke in 2018. 92% here, still the same margin, 10 points there. And in the governor side, okay, now it just became even closer. Now the margin is not even 10,000, it's 9,992. Very fantastic margin out there. And yeah, we got more votes to where in Arapahoe County, I think it was there. And as you see here in terms of the votes, the voting bubbles, we're still waiting for a lot of votes there. In the Democratic side, Phil Weiser is still winning by 9.4. And in the Colorado Senate, which has more votes there. So right now the margin is what? It's 90,000 votes. It's still 90,000 votes. It's more than 91,000 and we're still expecting 181,000. So it is impossible. It is really impossible. And let's go here again to this race. This is the more competitive race here in the first district. Still waiting for votes there. Go here again, and yeah, we have what, 6 people there. It's not so bad, not so bad, but it's not so great either. I thought we would have more, but it is the way it is, guys. Sometimes we have bad live streams. We have great live streams. We already got some very great ones. But yeah, 9 away still, 600, 700. I thought we could do that today, but we're not doing that today. At least I don't think so, to be honest. And yeah, now we have 10 people again, so it is the way it is. Now, by the way, very interesting stuff here about the Senate election here with Jolie Gonzalez. Jolie Gonzalez was not endorsed by Elizabeth Warren, the progressive senator from Massachusetts. She's very interesting because she's a progressive and she didn't endorse a progressive. Crazy. Sometimes those things are really complicated. I mean, politics are sometimes a disgrace, I would say. Let me just go here because I think we have an update from Colorado. Okay, wait a minute. Just here trying to check. Okay, nothing new. Nothing new there. I was just... And yeah, guys, we have now 10 likes and live. That's amazing. That's really amazing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like down below, and send me a super chat. I mean, it's not so difficult. You can send me one. It'll be amazing. And you can use the super chat button there. It'll be very impressive that you can actually do that. It'll be amazing for me. And that really supports the channel getting more content, because ultimately that's, I mean, what this is all about. I know this is easy for me to say as a spectator, but I wouldn't delay over subs for one state. Will get bumped in the midterms really heat up. I mean, I'm just doing, I mean, the best I can with the elections I have. It's really what this is all about. I mean, I know first, I'm not really, I mean, how can I say this? I'm not really saying bad things to you about you saying that, because I mean I'm not one to be sounding offensive there, but it's really hard to be a small content creator, especially in politics, because it's hard to create credibility, because ultimately when people are looking at projections and all that stuff, they want to get credibility, and to get credibility is very hard. You need to get, to get audience is very hard, and it's not about gaming and all that stuff. It's very easy to get subscribers. On the other hand, on politics, it's very easy to get views. I get a lot of views for the channel of my size. I'm very happy with the views I got. We got 20,000 in June. I got more than 36,000 in May. So this is amazing in terms of the views, but not in terms of subscribers, because it's very hard to convert a person that's watching there just because of this election, because maybe you're from Colorado, and I'm just saying this because it's really hard to convert those. And yeah, I think in the midterms I can get a lot of subscribers, but I want to get the YouTube AdSense before the midterms. That's why I'm doing this live streams. I'm doing everything that I can, that possible can, actually, to gain those, because it's really important to get that before the midterms, because 2027 will be a very bad year for YouTube channels like mine. Politics channel. It will be only like governor of Kentucky, also Mississippi, and Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken, and many special elections out there. And also, I would argue a lot of stuff happening, but not so as the midterms, not so as a presidential year. So I really want to get the 1,000 subscribers this year and before the midterms to get the monetization activated in YouTube, and actually being able to transfer that to 2027. That's really my goal here. Our progressives winning in Colorado. I promote myself on X. I'm doing that constantly. So. But it's not, people that are watching, that were watching on Twitter or on X or whatever you want to call it, are not the same that are watching on YouTube. Maybe they want just to get the notification of who's winning and all that stuff. It's different. And yeah, progressive in Colorado. If you consider, Jolie Gonzalez lost, that's true. But here in the first district, yeah, probably Kara's going to win this. I'm not really ruling that out. I think she's the person that has the highest probability of winning here. So yes and no. Maybe in some places they are, in some places they're not. Let's go here again to see the odds. To see how Polymarket is doing and all of that stuff, and Kalshi. So yeah, Kars has a 99% chance, and Kalshi has a 99%. So it is over. It is over, guys, there. It is really over. I'm still trying to understand Look at this. Look at this, guys. This is crazy. I mean, again, a gerrymandering happening here. Look at this. Jefferson County, in that portion that we don't know where the hell that is, and I'm sorry for the word, has only one Democratic guy registered, also one Republican, and one other. Look at this. Only 3 people live in that part of Jefferson County. I don't know where that is, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, it's really. Now we have 692 guys. Thank you so much for the new subscriber. And yeah, I mean, I don't know where the hell that part of the district is, but it's really funny to get 3 people there. I mean, again, you mentioned gerrymandering. Crazy, it's really crazy. This was competitive right now, yeah, and the Kairos did much better than I thought. Maybe she can get over 50%. I'm not even joking there. Just got more votes there. Look at this, the governor side now. It's still 100,000, 10,000 there. And in the Senate there, we got 15 points there. Very hot here in Portugal. We got what? Let me just convert that to Fahrenheit because I don't know the Fahrenheit. I think it's over 100 degrees. I think I'm correct there. It's very hot here. It's 111 degrees. So, I mean, it's hot. I mean, at least for me, even for my standards, because in Portugal we're very used to get those temperatures. But I mean, I'm really passing a bad time here. It's really, of course, I have air conditioning and all that stuff, but still, here, I mean, it's at night and we're like, I mean, I'm saying in Celsius, but it's like what? Let me just convert that again. I mean, I'm not really the best guy there. Let's just convert there. It's like outside 77 degrees and it's what, 3 a.m. So, you know, it's really something. It's really something. It's very heat here across Europe. It's even bad. It's even worse than here in Portugal. The Denver area is really strange. There are lots of huge empty areas between communities, so there will be little islands like that. But still, man, only 3 people. Why? Why is that part of Jefferson County? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's only 3 people. It's not like 10 or 1,000. Because the other part of Arapahoe County, as you can see here, it's 5,000 people registered to vote. So maybe we won't have any turnout because there's only 3 people and maybe none of them turn out. And where is that port? And I'm not really sure. Jefferson is what? Jefferson is here, so the port must be right here. It's right here? Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I really want to get where that prison is. I really want to check that one out. Maybe you can go here to the house. Where is that? Colorado. 3rd. I'm really curious to check that. Not 3rd, I'm sorry, 1st. I want to check if anybody voted. Okay, 4 people voted in Jefferson. And look at this, the Republicans won every vote there. Oh god, what the hell is that? I'm sorry again for the word again. Where is that? I mean, where is that? And how can 4 people? So one of the people that live there died or moved because there's only 3 people there now. Oh god, this is crazy. It's really crazy. Sometimes America gives me a lot of those things. Only 4 people voted in Jefferson County there. It's crazy there. Here to the Senate now, it's got 78% of the vote in. And in terms of the counties reporting, we now have 4 of the 64. So we're still expecting 3 to report something, and yeah, still most of them are still partially reported. And let's go here again to the first. Still nothing in from this district. This is so important. Yeah, probably a ranch, yeah. There's nothing in from this district. This is so important to actually know if Kairos won this. Of course, I think she will win, and I already made a projection. And if you didn't see that, I already made the projection for Kairos to win here. In the governor side here, look at that. It's 10,000 votes. It's actually 9,900. So it's very, very interesting there. Yeah, here trying to check something. Yeah, nothing new there. Have 10 likes and Livestream, guys. Thank you so much. Let's go to 15 now. I think it's certainly possible. So let's go. Let's go to more. And yeah. And by the way, we still have a lot of primaries. Maybe I can show you here the calendar. Because we still have a lot of primaries. Where is that? Maybe I can. Okay, look at this. Where is that? Look at this. We still have a lot of primaries. So this is not fully correct because we have in July they moved the Arizona primaries. Also, Virginia moved from here to here. But this was a screenshot that I took from the New York Times. So as you can see here, August. Look at this, August. Except from Arizona because Arizona is now in July. Look at that. yeah, I think I can really reach the 1,000 subscribers. Because look at this, it's really great in August. A lot of primaries there in the 4th, in the 6th, in the 8th, in the 11th, in the 18th, in the 25th, and also in September, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and also Delaware. October, we don't have elections, that is true, but we have the early voting and maybe the early videos. So I mean, like a short video, only 4 or 5 minutes, but everything that you need to know about that day, who's actually winning, who's getting the turnout, if turnout is up in Democratic and Republican areas, because ultimately that is very important when you're analyzing elections. When we saw 2024, and when I saw 2024, I mean, I already saw from the get-go, and I can say this, and you can tell me there's no proof of that, but it's the way it is. You can either trust me or not, but yeah, really, it was able to project 2024 4 hours after polls closed, at least when I was watching it with my friends there. And 4 hours, like 6 p.m., polls closed in Indiana, and then 10 p.m. I was able to project, and it was very fast, I would say. And I expect to do the same thing in the midterms, at least in regard with the House and also the Senate. It'll be difficult because the Senate is very competitive, and Texas can ultimately go to provisionals, to mail-in votes, and all that stuff. So here again, just to check if they have the latest update there, return out, just to check how many votes are still out there in Denver, except from those mail-in votes, of course. So look at this. Where is this ballot counting progress? Maybe in terms of the... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is in terms of the election votes, so they're still at 0. So what they're doing there? Sometimes I don't believe this, guys. I mean, it's 1 hour after polls close and they still have that 0% there. We just got more votes there, 70% of the vote there. Just here, do something. Yeah, guys, don't forget to send me a super chat. That's very important that you do that. Let's go, guys. Subscribe to the channel. To say it again. Sorry for that. And yeah, 72% now. 41.2, 38.8. This is so competitive. Like this, we have Scott Bottoms winning here at a county, San Miguel County. Maybe that's where he's from. I'm not really sure about that. Yeah, and I need to bring more water because it's so heat here. It's so hot. Look at this. Now, finally, they projected. A lot of heat here, and it's very hot. João Moreira wins the Democratic primary. Like, I projected that, what, 20 minutes ago? Yeah, maybe in 20 minutes ago. And we're still missing votes in Pueblo, so the margin will increase, maybe to 12 or more. So okay, now Phil Weiser got projection already, said that, I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes ago or something like that. I'm still in doubt between those two, but I still think that Marx can actually win this. I'm not really ruling that out. At least my assumption is that he will do much better in the election vote. I'm not really thinking that's not impossible. That's not the most reasonable scenario, but it is. Oh, look at this, Michael Dougherty winning in Boulder County. That's interesting. Maybe he's the more progressive guy here because he also did. Actually, he didn't. Yeah, he actually didn't do very well in Denver. Very interesting there. Amanda Gonzalez won the Secretary of State and lost one county. Mike Allen won the Republican primary for Attorney General, also lost one county, Mineral County. And Attorney General also lost one county. Very interesting races here. And yeah, we're still waiting for the Senate one to finish. The first congressional district to get more votes. Because right now we're at what? 4 out of 64 still. Still nothing new there. Have close to 1 million. Look at this. We have close to 1 million people that already voted. I think you can check that out there. Yeah. So close to 1 million people that already voted in Colorado. Turnout is very high for a primary. I mean, 30% will be probably in the ballpark of 30%. That's high for a primary standard, I would say. That's great. I mean, usually 25, that's what you get in the primary. In the competitive one, maybe you can get slightly more than that. Look at this. It's very interesting that Fort Collins is very developed here, but Cheyenne, which is the capital of Wyoming, it is not. I mean, this is crazy. Now, this part here of Colorado also you have the soil. The soil, I think it's different. That's why. Colorado is very developed, but when it comes to Wyoming, it's not so developed at all. So I think Marx has a chance. Yeah, I think he has a chance, but it's not easy at all. I mean, it's not easy at all. I don't want to give false hopes, but it's not impossible. At least if my thesis of him getting more votes in the election vote is correct, I mean, many more. I need to get a bloodbath, really, electorally speaking, in the early vote. I'm sorry, in the election vote. But now the difference is smaller. And now it's in the, 9.5? Now it was 10, now it's 9.5. So the margin is shrinking. Probably not shrinking fast enough, but we'll talk about that later on, as soon as we have more votes. And yeah, now we have 7 people there. Wyoming hasn't grown in like 100 years, at least populated state. Fort Collins has a strong engineering industry. Cheyenne simply doesn't. Yeah, but why isn't Cheyenne getting those people from Fort Collins, at least from being there, at least from staying in Cheyenne to leave, because probably Wyoming is cheaper than Colorado to leave. At least that's I'm not sure if that is correct, but I think that is. Let me just check that one out. Is Wyoming cheaper to live in than Colorado? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean it's 5-10% lower. That's something. I mean, of course, tax advantages. Being a Republican state, you don't have like what state tax, capital gains tax, a lot of that stuff. Yeah, and also housing. Look at this, because housing in Denver County, they're really expand. Fort Collins has a lot of transplants. Yeah, man, that's also true. You have a lot of people in Denver that why some people now wonder why is Denver suburbs growing so fast? Why is that happening? Because that's really what people need to think about. Look at this. Denver is this, but now the city of Denver is so big. You have here Jefferson County, you have Arapahoe County, have also Adams, you have Boulder here. Now Boulder is basically together with Denver. You can see here exactly what I mean. And this is so big. You can see from one point off to the other in Denver, it is 61 kilometers or 38 miles if you are from the US. Of course, most of you are, like 100% of you are. For me, it's kilometers, but for you, it is miles. So if you go here to Fort Collins, maybe they can really put together Denver to Fort Collins, also to Colorado Springs. Maybe that's possible. Look at this. Colorado Springs is so big, it's really expanding to the north because there's the only place people can afford a home. Because why are cities expanding to those suburbs? Why are you going here to, for example, Indianapolis? Go to Indianapolis here. And you have Hamilton County. Hamilton County is here. Look at this. The last time we checked, like 40 years ago, this was farm country here. Right now, if you go here, for example, this is right now I have the houses. Look at this. This should be fantastic area to live in. Look at this. I have the houses now. This is Hamilton County, Indiana. I can show you right now. Look at this. Hamilton County, Indiana. It's exactly where I am. Look at this. This is one of the counties that shifted towards the left in the 2024 election. Why? Because suburban voters are voting more Democratic. And this is one of the parts that the Democrats are getting a lot of inroads. And, I mean, that's something. Let's go here again to the Senate now. We just got more votes there. And in the governor side, still nothing changed, to be honest. Let's go here again to check if they are actually still at 0%. Maybe they're lazy. Yeah, they're still at, now they don't have even a number there. But they still have the same votes tabulated there. Denver housing was a great value like 10 years ago. When my sister moved there, it has gotten very expensive since then. Of course, because there's a lot of people wanting to go there. I mean, that's that's simple economics there. So when you go here, for example, when you go here, now Denver is expanding a lot, and you can go here, for example, to the airport. The airport probably like 20 years ago, this was not a very populated area. Now it's coming to be populated. You have here, yeah, a lot of houses. So you go now to the up, you have Fort Collins. So why there's no, how much time is from Fort Collins to Cheyenne? 46 minutes. So it's very, very close. And you go here to Cheyenne, and it's a very small city. Look at this. It is very small. I don't think it has 100,000 people, to be honest. I don't think it has, to be honest. It's very small. I don't know why Cheyenne can actually not grow more because of the people that are living in Fort Collins. They probably can live in Cheyenne and actually go to work in Fort Collins. Maybe for America standards, I'm just saying this as an European because when I go to university, I use public transportation. It takes basically 1 hour. 1 hour to go and 1 hour to come home every day. So for me, 46 minutes is nothing. For you, probably will be very much time there spent in the highway. In this case, this will be what, Interstate 25 exactly. Look at this. And this is really, look at this. It seems like nothing is happening here. It's really, I mean, crazy. Let's go here to Govan again. Cheyenne. Isn't it what I said? Yeah, Cheyenne. Laura Me plus Cheyenne is over 100,000. I mean, maybe, yeah, I said not even 100,000. Yeah, I was probably getting that correctly, but it is not very big. I mean, when you compare to Denver is what, 4 million? Not 4 million, no, but like what, 3 million? Maybe 3 million in Denver. Because probably Fort Collins is too expensive. That's what I'm saying. Because people can go to Wyoming just to save, and maybe you can save a lot from going there, leaving there, and just doing the commute to work. I don't really know if that's true or not, but maybe they can do that, because I would assume the prices are much cheaper here than here. But yeah, I don't. This is not a video about about housing. Yeah, forget about housing. And yeah, it was just now 78% of vote in there. In the Senate, in terms of the first congressional district, still standing at the same. Counters reporting now you have 6 of the 64 already done tonight, of course. They still have the mail-in votes to report. And yeah. And no, for me, Wyoming is one of the most fascinating states to actually live. I mean, just because of the beauty of the state itself. Of course, not to have a job, because I suspect it's very hard to find one there. But just to live there, I mean, imagine you don't need to have a job. Of course, it's probably very great to live there, because it has, look at this, the Yellowstone National Park. It's fantastic, and also go to Montana. It's also fantastic in that regard. And yeah, but it's not a video about promoting Wyoming, even though I really like the beauty of the state. Also, Colorado also has its own beauty here. But if you go to Denver itself, yeah, I don't really like big cities. Even though I'm living in one currently in Lisbon, it's not a big city. When you compare Lisbon to, when you compare this one here to Denver, this is nothing. Lisbon itself has like 1.5 million people, so it's nothing when you compare to Denver that has what, 3 million. So still waiting here for votes. I don't know what's happening here. They mostly stopped the count, but we're still waiting for at least the election night to complete here. And we're also waiting for more votes in Denver to come, because since we started covering here the first congressional district thing, it didn't happen anything. We got the mail-in vote down from Denver, but since that, nothing happened. Let's just go back here to this governor's side. Okay. I thought about moving there since I work from home and it's only a 2-hour drive from Denver, so I could visit family, but the weather is insane. Yeah, I really like that weather. I mean, probably it's similar to Ireland, because I was in Ireland. It's a fantastic weather. I mean, it's not so fantastic for people that live there, but I really like the weather, that type of weather. And Cheyenne, and it's so small and remote. Yeah, I mean, it is. That's the problem. Nobody goes there. No, it will stay there. It will stay that way if nobody goes there. Are you overrun with immigrants in Portugal? I mean, I want to say something that is not controversial, because this is a very sensitive topic. I can tell you that. So we have like what, 1.5 million people that are immigrants in Portugal. So like 14% of the population. That, I mean, the people go here, they just obey to the law and do all the things in the correct way. I don't have any issues with that. I don't have any issues with that. If you go here and you comply with the law, you come here legally. If you do that, all of that stuff, I mean, it's okay. I don't have any issues with you. If you don't come here legally, you will have problems. But that's what happens in every country in the world. So you have to obey the rules. Otherwise, you'll be deported. That's what happens. Southeast Wyoming is lots of supercells, tornadoes, high winds in general, and yeah, high winds. That's also true in Ireland. The tornadoes now, and they have drought problems constantly. That's also you have a problem here in Portugal also, because of the high temperatures. You have a lot of that also happening here. But yeah, tornadoes now. Tornadoes. We don't have tornadoes. I never saw one in my life. Probably for you, it's much usual to see one tornado, but here, yeah, we don't really have that. Only earthquakes. At least in Lisbon, we'll probably have one in the near future, because it's a city that's very sensitive to those type of events there. So yeah, right now nothing there in Republican primary, nothing there in the first congressional, nothing. So this is really taking a lot of time. I don't know. Usually, I'm in California. I get earthquakes and wildfires, no tornadoes. Yeah, I mean, that wildfire in LA last year. No, 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. That was really something. I mean, it was really bad. We got a lot of fires here in Portugal, but they are not wildfire. I'm not gonna say more about it, but it's. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything more about the fires here in Portugal, but they have a very specific reason for why they happen. I'll not say why because I don't want to get into controversial things, and maybe YouTube will get me removed. So I'll not say the reason, but people here know why the fires are happening. And some people don't want to admit. They say it's high temperatures and all that stuff, but it's not just that. And those fires are really terrible. I mean, we have a lot of acres being gone because of that. I mean, last year was what 200,000, and I think it was 200,000. Probably for you, is not a very huge amount of land, but for us, is it because we're a very small country. Like Portugal is what's smaller. Maybe I can show you. This is very interesting. Look at this. The true size of, just to show you. Portugal is very small. I mean, it is very small. When you compare to a US state, it's really small. Look at this, Portugal. So you go here. So now you can basically do this. Wait a minute there. Where's Portugal? So basically, if you go here to, let's go here to Colorado. It's not even one Colorado in terms of look at this. It's inside Colorado. It's like Portugal is 1/3 of Colorado. Look at that. You have 1, you have 2, and 3. So it's very small. You can go here from Denver to what? Let's go to Denver for. So you can go to Denver, not even to the other top of Wyoming. It's a very small country, as you can see here. Oh, where is? Oh my God, what happens here? So basically, it's Colorado in from one part to the other. It's very small. So never seen that side before, and always wanted something like that. This side is very amazing. We also have here the islands, but they're very small. Look at this. They're very small. This is the biggest one is here, which is not the biggest, the second biggest. I'm sorry, the biggest one. Where is that? Where is Madeira? Madeira is here. So it's a very small island, of course, when you compare to. I mean, you compare, for example, to what the United Kingdom. It's also an island, but this is a very small. It has 10.3. No, we don't have 10.3 people. We have 11.4. 11.4. It's not 10.3 anymore. But yeah, still waiting. I mean, we're still waiting for votes. Nothing happens in Colorado right now. Nothing happens there. We got more votes here, slightly. Yeah, but nothing new from Denver. I don't know what they're doing there, to be honest. Let me just got more votes here. Now the margin is what? Let me just check there. The margin now, it's 9,566, which is 9.5. So nothing there new. Nothing new there as well. 10 likes there. Not so bad. I thought this would be worse. I have what, 170 views in the live stream. It's not so bad as well. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube doesn't share more the live stream, but yeah, we do have some great right now. Yeah, 73% in the Republican side, and the Democratic side were like what 78% in. So let me compare the turnouts. So because that's very important ultimately. So 1 million exactly. The Democrats are getting right now 61% of the vote, but they will get 60 because the most of the votes reported right now are in Democratic side right now. 70% of the voting here, where it's 73. So if you assume this will reduce a bit, this will go to 59. 59% of overall turnout for the Democrats. When you compare to 2024, that's better. I can tell you that. But that's not so much better. That's only 10 points better. What I'm saying is only because when you assume that 2024 popular vote in the House was R+3, so if you assume a 10-point shift, that'll be D+7. D+7 is lower than the D+8 Democrats got in 2018. So the Democrats are being poorer, at least right now in Colorado. I mean, don't take this with a grain of salt. It's very important, but they're doing poorer in Colorado than it did in 2018. But you can go here to 2018 just to check. Look at this. So in the governor side, Colorado was by 11, but Colorado now is in part of a change. That's why Colorado is becoming much more democratic there. Also because of the youth people living there, also suburbanites, a lot of transplants. And here, look at this, Colorado 6. Yeah, a lot of Republicans here actually. 3 district Republicans. Right now you have 4. It's 4-4, the congressional people there. Also, Colorado gained 1 electoral vote in the redistrict. I'm sorry, in the census for 6 years ago. So very interesting as well. You see here as well. Right now, when it comes to the House in 2024, I think the Democrats can flip some seats. That's certainly possible. You can go here, for example, to this seat here. They will flip the D8. That's also very. I mean, I think it's guaranteed that that will happen. It was a very competitive election, only 2.5 thousand mostly in that regard. I think this will go down. Gabe Evans will not be able to get reelected there. When it comes to the fourth, I think, and this is a very bold bet, but I think Lauren Boebert will lose. I mean, I'm not even joking. This is a 12-point district, but she's very unpopular. She was unpopular back then because Trump won this district by, let me just now think about that. Trump won this district by 17 or 18, and she only won by 12. So she actually did poorer than Trump there, and she probably will do even poorer than what the Republicans up in the top of the ballot will do. So maybe she will down ballot will be even worse for her. In Colorado 5th, yeah, 14, I don't think this will flip, and here it is certainly possible. So we may have 3 Democrats here in Colorado, and the Democrats only need 5. Only the net guiding of 3, I'm sorry. So, I mean, it's very hard there. We just got more votes here as well. But also, I'm not considering here the redistricting. So if you consider the redistricting, this instead of being 220 will be 230 because of the 10 extra seats Republicans got in all of the battles across redistricting in the country. So the Democrats, they need to get more seats because of that, at least 10 extra. Because if you consider 5 in Texas, 1 in Tennessee, 1 in Louisiana, 1 in Alabama, 1 in North Carolina as well, and you get 5 for Democrats in California. So we have a lot of seats for Republicans there. Also 1 for the Democrats in Utah. So here again to the Senate, we just got more votes here. So here to the this one here, to the official Denver's website, just to check how bad they are right now. Yeah, they're still at the same point in terms of the ballots tabulated. In terms of the accountants reporting, they're at 6 out of 64 still. No, they should be ahead. No, they're still at 6 out of 64. Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. Now you have 12 people there watching, not so bad. But yeah, I'm just here doing something. And yeah, guys, if you have any question or have anything that you want to discuss, yeah, please tell me. I'll be very happy to discuss that thing with you. And also, Mexico is winning right now in the World Cup against Ecuador. It's the usual stuff. I mean, I don't really care. I only care when Portugal plays. I mean, it's not because I really care, but it's just the way it is. I mean, of course, you want your country to win, and also you want the USA to win. It will be tomorrow. They will play tomorrow against Bosnia and Herzegovina, a country in Europe, a very small country there. Also, I mean, Europe is filled with those small countries. So, I mean, for me, it will be at 1 a.m., so I'll not watch the game, of course. But yeah, I think the US will pass at least to the round of 16. I think that will happen there. In Portugal, it will be very hard against Croatia, but we'll see. Let me just... Okay. It's already 10:29. For me, it's 3:30, almost 4 a.m. for me. Let's go here to Decision Desk if they actually have something new there. And for some reason, Decision Desk didn't project John Hickenlooper to actually win this. What happens here? What's happening here? Because usually Decision Desk is the fastest to project. They're the ones that take the most risks. I mean, even Associated Press projected this. What's happening here? What's the poll? And the polling said 38-30, so it's mostly in line with what's happening right now. And the markets can see here what happened. So yeah. Still didn't project also Barb Kirkmeyer to win. Now it's an 88% chance, so it's not over, as I said. It's mostly, but it's not over yet. And Attorney General, they already projected everybody there to win. Also a tie here. And also, look at the name of this county. Yeah, look at this. This is Cheyenne County. This is not in Wyoming, but it's Cheyenne County. It has the same name. Okay, now the latest result from the Colorado 1st District was 58 minutes ago. And I think the dump we got, because it was so after polls closed, I don't think that includes the election day, so it's really something really bad is happening there. I don't know why they're taking a lot of time to count the votes. They really do take a lot of time. So we already got some of the late mail. I'm just here checking. We got Adams County, for example. I'm going to show you. Yeah, by the way, credits to Voda because they actually have this thing. We also got votes, so let's just check the votes before. Let us. Now, Barbara Kirkmeyer got more percentage because we got votes from where? Yeah, it was. I think it was from Adams, from one of the counties here. I'm not so sure about that. We got also from Denver a bit. So yeah, we got Denver. Look at this. The margin increased. So we got Denver finally. We got now, what, 10,000 votes? We're still waiting for more votes to come in from Denver. So that was something. That was really something. Maybe we can go here to the website to see how many votes are now tabulated. They say 111,000. They're now saying 109,000. So maybe it's the okay, it's literally what it says here. So yeah, right now we got Denver is now at 49-44, and I think yeah, Kairos will win this. Yeah, because the late mailing vote will be better for her, and she's already leading. So I think Kairos will win there. And when it comes to Senate, okay, okay, look at this. Denver flipped, as it was expected. I said that from the beginning, that Denver would flip when we have the results, and it flipped. Look at this. It's a point there, but it flipped. And probably the margin will narrow right now. As more votes are being reported, the margin will narrow. The margin right now is 90,000 votes, and we're still expecting 161,000 to go. But look at this in the later mailing drop. So Gonzalez got 101,000, got 60% to 39%. So Gonzalez got 29 points better than the earliest mail. You can also go here to check more. So look at this. Also, Kairos got projected. I mean, I projected that, what, 2 minutes ago. And as you see here now, VoteHub is projecting Melat Kairos to win the Democratic primary. Now, Mexico just scored another goal there. And Weld County, look at this. Gonzalez plus 25. Broomfield, Gonzalez plus 30. Great job for Steyer. Oh, God. Adams County, as showed you, plus 29. So, you see here exactly what is happening. So, this margin will narrow. I think it can go... You can certainly... Now we got more votes in Denver, by the way. Look at this. You got more votes there. Say the same thing there. But yeah. I think this margin can certainly narrow, can go below 80,000, maybe below 70,000, but will not go below enough to avoid this thing. John Hincklooper already won this. It is over. And now we just got more votes here. Look at this. The margin is now narrowing even more. And we got votes from where? Got like 2 points from El Paso. And yeah, nothing new from the rest of the state. Seems... Yeah. Look at this. Victor Marks getting 48% in Mesa County. So yeah, right now, the margin is only 9,000 votes. It's 9,000 votes, less than 9,000 actually. It's like 8,000, 8 point something thousand there. It's 2 points. It's 2.2 points, if you will. 75% of the vote. And this is very, very close. It's remarkable what's happening here in the Republican primary. I cannot project a winner. I mean, nobody can right now. Not even the decision desk is projecting, but right now the odds are still in favor of Barb Kirkmeyer, and that's also what I expect there. So we can go here to Colorado State House. By the way, I need to show you this. Where is that? Colorado State House 6, because this is very interesting. Iris Halpern, the DSA, Progressive Democratic Socialists of America, there is winning so far against the incumbent Sin Camacho in the Denver area. Also, State House 6. This is I just saw this on Twitter, so this is very important. It's a very important district. See this? Another incumbent being defeated right now. 11 people there watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to do all of that stuff. Don't forget to send me a super chat if you want as well. It will be very important. And right now, from what we're seeing, it means that not many Democrats, many of the establishment Democrats, are losing primaries against the VSA progressive guys as well. So very interesting stuff happening. So let me just go here again. Okay. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Let's go to 693. I think we can do that. Here, still at the same point. In the governor side, it's very competitive. Maybe we can go here to the governor and just look at where the vote's still remaining. Wait a minute. Okay, as you can see here, so the big bubble is, of course, in Colorado Springs. We also have here in the very small counties. And in Denver, we saw big bubbles for Barb Kirkmeyer. That's why I'm not ruling out that she'll win. Probably she's the favorite right now. But in terms of the bubbles left, I think that Victor Marx can actually win that in the remaining votes. And also, maybe, yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Let me just go here again to show you. Kyers will win there. That is a projection already. And yeah, if you have any question, again, feel free to ask. Very happy to answer. Yeah, 11 people there. Not so bad. Not so bad. Not so bad. Considering the time, it is so close to 11 p.m. for you. I mean, if you're in Colorado, it's like 9, but still. We also got another dump here in VoteHub. We got another dump from Arapahoe County. Look at this. Gonzalez won the 11 points better in the later mail drop than in the mail in the earliest mail, of course. Go here. Now we have what? 1.0. We have 1,020,000 votes. 12 of the 64 counties already finished for election night, and some of them already finished for forever. I mean, for good. You can see here in Adams as well, in Phillips. Have 2 of them, and still 70% of them, 50% of them, still waiting to get more. Now we got what? We got, they removed 2,000 votes. I don't know what happened there. Turnout is right now at 25%. It'll probably go up to 30% there, I would say. And hey guys, don't forget to send me a super chat. It is so important. I have 12 now, 12 likes there. And yeah, don't forget to send me a super chat. That's so important, yeah. I mean, just send me $1, $2. It doesn't matter. It can be any amount, but it really helps me. It really, really does help me a lot. Still checking here, nothing new there. This is the same thing, so nothing new for sure. Let's go here to the House races if they have anything still to report. No election in the 6th, so the 6th district will be uncontested for the Democrats there. Very interesting. The Democrats run... Okay, where is the 6th there? Okay, it is not so... Why didn't... It doesn't make any sense. Why didn't the Republicans run a candidate here in the 6th? Because this was 20 points, it's not like 40. It's uncontested there. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's crazy. In the Democratic side, we're still waiting for the projections here, but Kyers already said that Kyers will win there. Let's go here again. We just got more votes there. And now the governor side also slightly more votes now. And this is also very interesting here in the governor in the Democratic primary, because Malcolm Banner, the incumbent U.S. senator, lost the primary here. He did much better in the rural communities, but of course, Phil Weiser, of course, Colorado's attorney general, did much better across the cities, across Denver, and especially in Boulder. Look at this, 20 points in Boulder. That was big. That was big margin there. So yeah, still waiting for new votes. Nothing new there. Still 12 out of 64. We got now another county that finished was Huerfano County there. That voted for Victor Marx, got 50% there, not so bad. I'm still here trying to understand. 5 points in El Paso, 20 something in Pueblo. Look, Adams County is very competitive. Maybe Marx can flip that if the election he voted is being much better for him. I'm not so sure if that is true, but maybe he can flip that. It's not impossible. Still waiting for new votes. This is taking a bit of time. I mean, I don't know what they're doing there, but for example, here in El Paso County, not a very big county. I mean, it's the biggest for the Republican side, 62,000 votes, like 100,000 total. But yeah, still at 72%. Nothing new there for some reason. And yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. It's so important that you do subscribe to the channel. It's not difficult. You just need to click there and subscribe. But it's really, really important. So nothing there. Still waiting. Nothing new there. Yeah, 13 people there. Not so bad, guys. They're still waiting for votes here in the Republican primary for governor. And also the confirmation, even though we already have the win for Hinkloper here in the Democratic primary for Senate and also in the 1st Congressional District. Akira's already won. That's my projection there as well. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. It's so, so important. Still more votes now, 75% still. We got slightly more votes there in the Democratic side also here. Now 647,000 now. 81% now the Democratic side. So waiting for San Juan County. I don't know. They don't have votes there, nor in the Republican side. So maybe we're still waiting for them to come. Look at this now, 12. Maybe I'll need to update this thing. Yeah, we're still 12 out of 64. 4,024,000. I'm sorry, 1,018,000 ballots cast already here. So waiting for votes. Let's just update this website here in Denver. This is the official website from Denver city there. Yeah, still the same there in terms of the voting, the votes tabulated. So more votes now again, but very, very small. Only 56 new votes, so nothing new there. Yeah, this is taking a bit of time. We will, yeah, I will do now a quick break of around, yeah, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. And I'll be back really, really soon with new results. At least I hope. Or if we don't get any new votes, yeah, I don't want to win the land the live stream right now because we're still waiting for the projection here in the Republican side. But yeah, so far I will do a break and I'll be back really, really soon. So guys, I'm now back again, and yeah, looks like we're not getting any new votes. It is really sad there. We have now 11 likes, thank you so much. But yeah, still mostly nothing new. We got 4,000 there. Denver still at the same point, but looks like that we got more votes, and the margin shrunk. Maybe it was from El Paso. Yeah, El Paso. No, actually, it was not from El Paso. It was from Adams. Adams now at 5347. It was from that county. Maybe you can check that one out. Look at this here. So Adams now 5248 in Adams. If that is true, that is something. 5248 in Adams. I'm sorry, this is the governor race. I'm sorry, this is the senatorial race here. So yeah, 5347, but it is going to be 52 maybe when it's all said and done. We're still missing their 11,000 votes. Let's check here. So what's happening in terms of the Boulder? Look at this Boulder. 13 points more to Gonzalez. Not the best. Look at this. Not what Gonzalez needed from Arabico, like Broomfield Adams, which were very encouraging for her. Path is very narrow at this point. It's impossible. I mean, they didn't project her. I mean, for some reason they did. Him, I'm sorry. They didn't project Hingloper. Yeah, for some reason they didn't, but it's really not correct at all. We have now 12 people there watching. Yeah, I think I will end the live stream because there's nothing I can say right now. The vote seems to be taking a lot of time until we have actually the everything reported. At least the votes from today. As you can see here, we have 14 of the 64 counties fully in, and I think I will finish the live stream right now. I need to go to bed. It's already 4 a.m. for me. It's 11 p.m. Eastern, so it's also very late for you guys. And yeah, I think I will end the live stream right now. With this result right now, as you can see here, in the first congressional district already projected Kairos. I didn't project, or maybe I will wait a bit more. I'm not so sure if I should wait. Because this is very competitive here in Republican primary. I don't want to really miss that one out. Okay, decision desk finally called Hingloper. That is expected. I mean, they took a lot of time, but they finally did it. Finally. I don't know why they took a lot of time there. But in the Republican side here, we're still waiting for the projection. But yeah, guys, I think I will end the live stream because this is competitive, as you can see here. I just got more votes. Look at that. We got votes from where? Yeah, I'm not so sure where the votes came in, but the margin right now is 1.9. This will be very competitive. Maybe it will not be decided today because of the mail-in votes. There'll be the later mail-in votes. They'll be better for Barbara Kirkmeyer. At least I expect that to happen. As you can see here in terms of the bubble, right now, the bigger bubble most of the bubbles are in the yellow areas, so it means for marks. So here you also have ones for Kirkmeyer, you can see in terms of the margin. Look at this. This is very competitive, so it's not impossible to change. I mean, it's 8,000 votes, not even 8,000 there. So it's certainly very competitive. And that's the only race we're still waiting for the projection. The only race there. In congressionals here in the first one, we went for Kairos, as I said. In the third one, why didn't Decision Desk project this one for João Moreira? They're taking a lot of time to project this stuff. I mean, usually they're very fast, but also João Moreira won there. In the third Republican side, of course, Jeff Hurd. In the fifth, it was Jessica Killen. And in the eighth, it was Manny Rutinel there. They're still waiting here for the projection here. Just got more votes now. Actually, yeah, we got more votes now. Look at that. Now it's 8,000. Colorado here, it just went down even more. We got votes from where? Jefferson County, I think it was Jefferson County there. I think it was Jefferson County that we got the votes. The margin will continue going down, and now the margin is what, 90,000 votes. Still no, it's actually 89,000. We're still estimating 136,000. So it's impossible. I mean, mathematically, it's not. Now how 666,000 reported. The margin just got more votes here as well. I mean, let's go, guys. Please subscribe, because if you subscribe to the channel, I'll stay here for at least 10 or 20 more minutes. So if you can actually subscribe to the channel, I'll stay here for more, because that really makes me more enthusiastic to continue here. I mean, it's a trade-off. So Okay, thank you for the new subscription now. Yeah, that's really amazing. So thank you so much for the new one there, 693. So that's amazing. I'll stay here for at least, I mean, for each subscription, I'll stay here for at least 5 more minutes, or I'm sorry, 10 more minutes. 5 more minutes, or seven in the middle. So for another subscription, I'll stay here for 7 more minutes, because that's a good way to put things there. And now I have one, so it will mean 7 more minutes. So 4:05, and I'll listen until 4:15 right now. And for me, at least 11:15 for you, Eastern, of course. For me, it's of course 4:15 because it's already close to 5 a.m. here. It's remarkable. Yeah, really hot here. Still 25, but like 70 degrees for you for night. So, and I'll stay here at least until we have a projection. Right now, I just got more votes now. 77% there. I'll pass at 72% still, so nothing new from those two counties. They'll be crucial to get votes for Victor Marx. And 92% now in Adams. Look at the margins, very close to flip there. Arapaho there, 16. Jefferson there. Okay, just got more votes now again. Yeah, man, look at this. Getting votes from this area. In terms of the remaining votes, yeah, not really a lot there. Let's just update this thing here. And yeah, guys, don't forget, for each subscription now, I'll stay here for another 7 minutes. And this is still 111. Now I just got more votes here again. This is very competitive. Just got more votes now. Still the lead is the same. The lead right now is what? It's 8,000. It's 7,800 something. Yeah, 7,771. So it is very, very close. Here in terms of the reporting of the votes, we have 1,048,000 already reported, 26% of turnout, 14 of the 64 counties are already done for this election night. And yeah, look at this in the Attorney General races. Manny Gonzalez, 26 points, 21 points for Michael Allen. Jenna Griswold won by 26 points. And yeah, nothing new here. Now we just got more votes here again. Went up more. Now the margin is 1.8. It continues to shrink as more votes are being reported. So it's really close what's happening here. It is really, really close. And yeah, we have what there. We have 8 people there, 12 likes, guys. Don't forget to leave a like in your live stream. Let's go to 15. And don't forget also to subscribe. It's so important there. It is really important to subscribe to the channel. Okay, here just got more votes again. So the margin was 7,771. Now it's 7,640. So the margin just shrunk by 130 votes, I'm sorry. So the margin continues to shrink there. Continues to shrink even more. This one is still shrinking even more as well, and they will shrink even more as the more later mail-in votes will come there. It is so important there as well. here now, 80% in decision desk. Seems like many of the counties are flipping. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. So you're trying to get the margins. Just got more votes now again. So let me just do here the math again to check what's happening. Margin right now is 7,598, just shrunk by 50 votes again. The margin in the Senate, it's 13 points. In the first congressional district, it's still the same thing, nothing new there. And guys, don't forget to subscribe. 7 there, away from our goal of 700. We're very close there. And yeah, nothing new here. We just got more votes now again. It was only, yeah, actually it was a big dump. It was like, what, 200 votes. The margin actually increased now by 77 votes. I don't know where the votes came in. It's not from Jefferson. In Boulder still has a lot of votes there, 7,000. And guys, don't forget to subscribe, because I said that I will be here until 11:15, so in the next 5 minutes, and then I will end the live stream. But if you subscribe, I will stay here for at least another 7 minutes until 11:22. So don't forget to subscribe; it's very important. You 1,048,000 still. Just some more votes here again. Look at that. So this margin right now is 90,000 votes. We're still expecting 137,000. Continues to stay the same way. It's not going to be enough, of course. $11 people there. And yeah, still waiting for votes. There's nothing we can do other than waiting. In the Senate, we're still at the same point, 668,000. Still nothing there. Still more votes now, and the margin went down again, 0.1 percentage points on the margin, 1.7, so it continues to shrink. Let me just do here the map right now, and now it's 7,219, so it just closed by 400 votes. And the votes came in from Pueblo. I think it was from Pueblo that we got the dump. I think it was from Pueblo County, so that's great for him. Of course, that is an area that's very important for him. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe, otherwise I will win the live stream in the next 3 minutes, 2 minutes actually. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. It's really important that you do that. It's just a way to actually help me here, and also make sure that the live stream will continue for the next couple of minutes, because this is very close to the finish line. Said. But yeah, don't forget, guys, it's very important. We have still at 693, so let's go. So let's go to 694 to be only 6 away. And here, there's just a lot more votes now again. 70% of the voting, still the same in those two places. Here, in terms of the bubbles, can see here exactly what is remaining. Colorado, El Paso, it's the Colorado Springs, El Paso County. See, in terms of the bubbles, are still waiting. I mean, most of them are yellow. If you put all together, I think we'll get more yellow than right now. The odds are still huge, still at 89% for Kirkmeyer. Just some more votes now again. Look at that. Let's just do here now the math. Now it's 7,177, just became even closer by 40 votes. Just a couple more votes now again. And the lead is very close to be down from 7,000 to 6,000 votes. Now it's still 7,000, but it's very close there. Certainly close. Now we're at, what, 20 counties of the 64 counties in Colorado already finished. So it's very, very close to get that thing done there. And yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to say it again. It's already 11:15, but yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Otherwise, I will finish the live stream right now because, yeah, this is very late for me. It is also late for you. It's 11:16. For you, it's 4:16 for me. So, I mean, if you guys, yeah, if you don't subscribe, I will have to end the live stream because there's no really motivation to be here for more. Yeah, I mean, I think I will end the live stream right now. Aligned with 83% in the Democratic side, with 78% in the Republican side, 73% in the Democratic Party for the first congressional district. Already projected Kairos. The only projection I'm not able to make right now is really Kirkmeyer in the Republican side here, the governor side, because it's really so competitive, and maybe this won't be decided today. I'm not so sure about that, but it is so competitive that I cannot make the decision. I don't want to fail. I think the one that has the advantage, of course, the Barbara Kirkmeyer there, but I cannot make the projection. It's not fair if I make one. And yeah, guys, this is the video on the live stream. I think I'll end right now. Have a good day. Yeah, have you as well. I have 15 people watching. I don't know what happened. I mean, sometimes now I'm here saying that I'll end, and now we got more people there. But I'll finish there. Thanks so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Leave a like down below. You know, the usual stuff. And I'll be back here on July 23rd with more elections coming in Arizona, as you know. But since until then, we'll have 2 videos per week. It's the way it is. And yeah, see you in the next. And it was really, really amazing. Thanks so much.